You remember when I told you don't mention the word Scudetto before match day 30? Well, looks like the planets, the sky, Serie A, is calling for Juve. Is really calling for Juve to go back in that title race. I'm not saying winning it, but at least being back and fighting. To have a sense in the last 12 games, to have something to believe in until the end of the season. Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel, I hope you're all doing well. I'm sorry for the location. Usually when I'm traveling, I always try to find beautiful spots so that you can see a bit something different than the boring hotel room. Unfortunately, it's not the most beautiful thing, it's also a bit grey today. I was expecting a bit more sun in Avellino. I will tell you about the Scudetto race, I will speak about the possible lineup of tomorrow, a bit of updates about Kalulu that is back. But what am I doing today? So after the video, when I upload it, I will prepare my stuff and then we will go towards the game. Avellino, Juventus next gen. Can't wait to see the boys playing. It's a big game, it's really a big game. Avellino is second. They really believe in their Serie B chances, so they will give everything. Juventus next gen is in 13 positive results in a row, so it's really a big game. I can't wait to see Adzic. Let's see if he will start or not. He has been called up, so I hope so. I don't have the lineups with me, and I will explain you later. I will also, of course, try to make some beautiful images from the stadium later. About the Scudetto race, what happened? Well, yesterday, not only there was that draw between Napoli and Inter, but the thing that you were absolutely not expecting is Atalanta. Atalanta yesterday drawing 0-0 against Venezia. It's something that I was not waiting for, not expecting. I was hoping to win against Verona and then next week playing against Atalanta, going closer to them. Well, now we have a big chance. We really have a big chance. They are at 55. We can potentially go at 52, which means that next week we are going too far, we are exaggerating, but we can potentially be third in the ranking of Serie A with the same points of Atalanta. Something that a few weeks ago it would have been impossible, especially because we are speaking about a Thiago Motta that is really risking that even the top 4 qualification for next Champions League would not be enough. So we never spoke that much about the Thiago Motta out, and at the same moment we are speaking about, for the most positive people, about chances to go and win the Scudetto race. Incredible what is happening with Atalanta that is keep giving. Well, you know, it's not only that. Today another chance, Milan-Lazio. What will that game tell us? Milan out of the race completely, Lazio losing again other points, so also that huge big one. And if you're looking at Napoli playing against Fiorentina next week, looks like really the stars are aligned. Then Inter looks tired. Honestly, yesterday I didn't watch really concentrated the game, but I watched some images towards the end. I saw really Inter under pressure. They have now starting to have a bit of injuries. They are still in 3 competitions, so Inter is starting to risk. On the other side, that draw of yesterday, how the people here in south of Italy, in Napoli, are living it is, we believe in it. We believe in it. Also, Antonio Conte. So at the end, look, at the moment, psychologically, Napoli have a big chance. But oh, guys, Juve, 12 games. 12 games, I told you, do your job. If you're able to do your job, then we can speak about it. Today, 1:30 p.m. Italian time, Thiago Motta will speak. What will he tell us? If Kalulu will be back already or not. He started to train with the team, which is important. He started to train with the team yesterday. So today he can potentially be called up, hoping to be a starter in the big game against Atalanta. So that's finally a great news. A great news because we know it. Taking aside, and I don't want to take it as excuses or not, but having so many injuries in defense didn't help in the last few weeks, or maybe probably in the entire season. So Kalulu back will be a good one, that he can play as a right back with Kelly at the center, that can play as a center back, resting sometimes also Federico Gatti, could be a really nice one. The people, the staff, the management, the player, they decided by their own to go in mini retiro. It's not a big one, it's just after today's training session they will go and stay in the hotel. It's something strange because usually you're doing it when you're traveling away. When you are playing home, you are not. You are going to your home, especially because the game will be in the evening. So normally they go to their home. This time they decided to group together, to stay in the J Hotel all together, probably having dinner, all of them together, speaking, I don't know, having that believe in themselves, because maybe they are feeling that there is something that is possible. Let's see. That's about the latest updates. Oh, we have updates about the ranking, about the predicted lineups. Koopmeiners looks like he will be benched. This time Thiago decided, and it was time. It was really time to bench Koopmeiners. He gave him a chance after benching him one time. I believe it was against PSV at home. He will do it again. And on top of that also Dusan Vlahovic. Looks like the trust on Dusan, especially after the non-performance against Empoli. Not that he was the only one to blame, because everyone was to blame there. The coach in premise, the management that didn't speak after the game, all the players, the one that started, the one that entered. Well, looks like Dusan Vlahovic chances for the last 12 games are really limited, extremely limited. So who will play? Thuram, Locatelli in the middle of the field. And then Colomani that has more and more chances to be there also next season. But of course, qualification to Champions League. This morning I was reading in Gazzetta dello Sport that a lot of people are at risk, even Yildiz. But Yildiz at risk, it also depends of the Champions League qualification. But I believe that if we are speaking about qualification to Champions League, if we don't reach it, because in the beginning we started speaking about winning the Scudetto, if we don't reach the top 4, a lot of people will be obliged to go out. Probably Juventus will even beg them to leave so that we can cash in. But that's a discussion for later, so a lot of people are risking. Not only the top 4 is an important target, but also individually the players, they need to show that they deserve to be there for season 25-26. That being said, I told you, later I will go to the next gen game. Yesterday I interviewed 4 of them. Faticanti, new player from this season, center midfielder that is doing really well, 20 years old. I interviewed Turicchia, Ricardo, that did all the path from the youth academy, arrived in the under 16. I interviewed Nicolo Kudryk, that is there since 3 seasons, 94 apps, and then also Simone Guerra, that is the striker, that is there since last season with coach Brambilla. That is one of the veterans, and 35 years old. You know that you can have like 3 veterans in the team. He's one of the 3. So it was really beautiful. Also the mister was there. And then Claudio Chiellini, that is the brother of Giorgio, director from the next gen. It's always pleasant to meet them, to ask them questions. Some of them were a bit more shy, you know, it's young in front of 150 people. It's a bit stressing, but they were answering beautiful questions about the targets that they have in mind, the beautiful moment that they have, the fact that when you're winning, when you have beautiful results, it's much more easier to train. So it was really nice, really nice. Mister, full power, great, also confident. Even if today we are playing against Martin Palumbo, that the first part of the season was playing with us. Now he went to Avellino, and a lot of people are really speaking about Martin Palumbo at Avellino, that is doing fantastic things. He's a really great player. Also, of course, Moreno Terricelli, Sergio Brio. It's the second time that I meet them. It's the second time that I have the opportunity to be on the podium with Moreno. Moreno, guys, it's legend of history of Juve. It's history of Juve. He's an icon. It's you know, I'm sad sometimes that you cannot be there together with me, especially in difficult moments, because in these difficult moments, you need Juventinità. And Moreno is someone that can transmit you that Juventinità. If I was the president of Juve today, the director of Juve or whatever, I would probably give them a session with Moreno Torricelli to explain them really what Juventus is in the beautiful moments, in the difficult moments, what it is, going from Trapattoni to Marcello Lippi, speaking about, you know, a father to Moreno, that was Trapattoni, that gave him a chance in the football world. And then with Marcello Lippi, where in the first minute, he didn't have that great contact with Marcello, and then he said, I will show him. He didn't put in doubt the coach. He put in doubt himself, and he said, I will challenge the coach. If he doesn't believe that much in me, I will show him. Arriving to the final of Champions League, where he was man of the match, MVP. So I would really plan a session with Moreno Torricelli. If I can, guys, I will try to, who knows, maybe I can have an exclusive interview in Italian because he doesn't speak English. Let's see what we can do. Dai ragazzi, I hope you enjoyed that mini walk in the small park. It is not the most beautiful one. We see each other later, and don't forget tomorrow, watch along for an important game. Grazie, forza, Juve, ciao.